Andy, this one is for you. So, my druid. Just excuse Ember in the background. So, if we go to our equipment. So, I've got on my gear, you're looking for willpower, looking for walls possibly, or pulverize, bonuses to pulverize. And then on here I've got while Hurricane is active, gain 5 ranks to your shapeshifting skill. But Pulverize counts as a shapeshifting skill, so does Grizzly Rage. So that's why I've gone for that. Chess piece. Again, from willpower, health. I've put Poison Creeper on there, but I could put something else, because I haven't really decided what I want else on there yet. But it, yeah, the Poison Creeper duration. And then dodge, fortify. Fortify is more important because you can get more damage the more fortify you have. And then those things are like the runes at the bottom. I don't think you have access to those because you haven't got the update. And then on the gloves, I have again willpower, critical strike damage. I would like overpower damage on that, preferably, but we'll do it with critical strike damage. Lucky hit chance, damage or fortified. That's that 45 buff I was talking about, and pulverize size, and then imprinted pulverize great shockwave. That does what you've already got up. And then legs, I found these, which were for another build, but they work with this one as well. So because we use walls as well, and we use walls to reduce our cooldown and other things. So yes. Plus 12 to rolls, your wolf companion confused power of storm, dealing storm howl, which is great. So any electrical attacks reduce the cooldown on the ultimate. And then flicker step. These boots are really good for your ultimate. Like a 2-star version of these, but yeah, lots of ultimate damage. And each time you evade, you reduce your cooldown by 4 seconds of your ultimate, which is epic. And then this is the weapon that sort of brings it all together. I mean, look at the poison damage on that. So again, it's willpower, chance for pulverize it twice, resource cost reduction, doesn't really matter. You could change that for something else. You don't have the option to see that anyway. If there's no puddle around you, it forms a puddle that overpowers, adds to your overpower chance. And there's pulverize, and pulverize causes all closed puddles to splash, taking 40% of the damage. And then I've got ultimate damage in there, and gems. Rings. Okay, so I've been very lucky and I've got damage twice on that one because I've tampered it. Petrify cooldown, I ran out of tamper options, so Petrify cooldown I'd like to have as pulverized size, or it would be the Grizzly Rage cooldown. That's my mythic ring. Obviously, any ring that's got plus 2 core skills would be good on there. Necklace, again, pulverize and imprinted. The duration of the Grizzly Rage is increased by 12 seconds. Whilst Grizzly Rage is active, increase your critical strike damage by 5% during the duration, maximum of 100%. And then I've got those 3 gems. So I've got the one that increases the countless damage. I've got the one that the infusion is 150% more potent.
Greetings.
And then I've got the one that I need to change that one because that's to do with summons. But I will change that. And then we will go into boons. So I've gone for the wolf one. So I get the crit strikes reset your companion skills and extend the duration of ultimate. And then down here I've got the critical strike shapeshifting and the chance to heal you, attack speed, and maximum spirit, and you gain 10 spirit every second, which is really useful because you're not going to be using a basic attack. So, the tree. You have to put 2 points into Maul. We're not going to be using Maul, but it's just to get the tree going. Then, we go 5 into Pulverize, plus the extended out there for the overpower. And then we go down here, and we put 5 into Cyclone Armor, and then you get the one that pulls it towards you. and then we put 3 into backlash and 3 into fortitude. That all depends on your resistances. And then down here, obviously, I put 5 into the walls, and then go for the walls that give you 45. And then I've gone into Poison Creeper 5 and crits the immobilized chance and critical strike chance against people that are poisoned. This whole build is basically going to be around poisoning people. And we come down here and we go 1 into Hurricane. So while Hurricane is active, that's an additional awareness aspect. You gain 5 points into Pulverize and then enemies who are slowed by it, and it makes them vulnerable. And then you go down here and you put 3 points into poison enemies are slowed, and you deal more damage to poison enemies in werewolf form, but that's extra. It's doubled in werewolf form. We're not going into werewolf form. And then envenom. You and your companions deal extra damage to poisoned enemies. And then we come down here and we've got 3 into increased damage after using an ultimate skill, 2 into increased fortify for more sources, and 2 into 10% chance to instruct 45% 4% health. We've got 5 in Grizzly Rage, 3 in Quick Shift, 1 in Heightened Senses, 3 in Natural Fortitude, and then we come down and we are in Ursine Strength, which is, you gain more damage. You could go into Bestial Rage for a slight increase in damage, but I find this one gives me more health and you get more overpower bonuses. Paragon Tray. Right, this way it's complicated. Obviously you've got your first one. I sort of laid it out like that. Got there, just do that. In there I've got the Keeper Glyph, which is increases the stats of these, the rare. So that increases those. And then I've gone for the Survival Instincts. The next one. So while you're in weather, you deal 30% increased damage, or 45. You have 1% increased overpowered damage, up to 25% for every 1% different in life percentage from 45 between you and the enemy. Don't really understand that, but that's the one I've gone for. And you can see the pattern I've gone for there. I don't have to have these ones in here, but I needed all the willpower for something else. So we've gone like that.
Greetings.
There, and then into every single blue on that board. And then we went up this way first, and we went to so we went up this way first, and we went to up here. Heightened Malice. Well, a poison enemy near you deal more damage, and then every single blue node in there. And then we came back over this way, and we only have 4 boards, and we went for Inner Beast. After shifting your split cost reduce by 45%, you reach 10 stacks, you reduce your cooldown by 5 seconds. And we hit every single blue node in there as well. And then all of my glyphs are aimed towards boosting rare nodes. And that's boosted magic nodes, which is pretty much boosting rare nodes anyway, because they maximum life, but it's these little blue ones that it boosts damage, yeah. And then what's the one over here? And down here, and that one, is rare nodes as well, which down here it is damage and damage to poison enemies. And that's that.